We're going to be talking about the Thunder's dream path to the NBA Finals, and we're going to specifically talk about this Nuggets and Clippers matchup, who we'd rather want to face in the second round series. I mean, as Thunder fans, we have a slightly easier path now that this is going to a game 7 here. We've obviously had the dominant sweep against the Grizzlies, and we're going to be diving into both the matchups. So for the Clippers side, if they advance, they have James Harden, Kawhi Leonard. They're leading the charge right now. In their previous game 6 just now, Harden scored 28, Kawhi Leonard at 27. The Clippers defense is something that is also, not to be scoffed at. They have Ivica Zubac, who's had an incredible season. And then also he's just been really effective at limiting Nikola Jokic in game 6. So that gives me a little bit worry, him possibly matching him against Chet and, limiting his offensive game. And obviously has to go out and, defend, on the 3-point line. But as far as paint protection, he does a fantastic job. He's just a really smart player. And we've obviously had really good regular season success, winning 3 out of the 4 matchups against them. We're a younger team. We have a little bit more speed than them. Their small ball lineup is something that I'm not as fearsome of, considering, I believe we have the best small ball lineup, and their small ball 5 could possibly be like a Nick Batum, Ben Simmons. Both of them have limitations in different ways. So we can definitely take advantages. They do have slightly better depth, I believe, than a Nuggets team. And we can kind of transition over to the Nuggets themselves. Facing them is a completely different challenge, considering they have a former MVP, a champion in Nikola Jokic. He's still a formidable presence. I mean, averaging near a triple double in the series. And also Jamal Murray, he's had a standout performance. He's kind of back to his all-star self. He had 43 points in game 5. It's something to definitely look at. If he's playing like that and Jokic picks up his level as well in a second round series, that could be, a little bit more worrisome for us. And the Nuggets have better playoff experience and depth. They've had a recent run, obviously won a championship. I believe it'd make them a tougher matchup for us. They may not, have the exact defensive prowess that the Clippers have. They also don't have, the depth to kind of counter what we will be providing, but it'll still be, regardless, I think the Thunder would still win in 6 games. But considering, both teams, man, the Clippers are a little bit more favorable for us. We have all the wing depth to, cover against a Kawhi Leonard. And he just had an inconsistent playoff history when it comes to James Harden. And the Thunder's regular season success doesn't have too much to do with this. But I will say, last time we played them, we defended that Kawhi Leonard shot to win the game. So I think I'd rather face the Clippers, but I guess for an MVP case and just selfishly, I want to see Shai knock off Jokic. I feel like winning the MVP and then, knocking Jokic out would be a lot more fun of a prospect. But the Nuggets are just way more of a present, significant challenge for us with their star power, playoff experience. And we have a great position here with the amount of rest going in for a deep playoff run. And we also don't have to worry about Luka, LeBron on the other end. Obviously, we have Ant-Man, who's already ready for his second round series against possibly the Rockets or the Warriors. And speaking of that Rockets-Warriors game, I believe that could be tonight. And if the Rockets extend the series, the Nuggets or Clippers would only get 1 day of rest. If that series is not extended tonight, they only get 2 days of rest. So not too much of difference, but we would be going in very, very rested in this series and moving on, further into the series, further into the playoffs. I feel like that'd be really, much better for us. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Who do you think the Thunder should face next? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Thunder Insights as the playoffs continue. I appreciate all y'all. Peace out.